Let me know how many tiers you climb after watching this whole video. This is the best jungle coaching session of all time. Oh, so cringe, bro. Check out Patreon. There's over 1,200 sessions, probably like 100 uploaded in the last month. That's probably a reason why as well. I'm the nuts. Enjoy the video, guys. Please leave a like as well if you want to see more coaching sessions. Yeah, one option you have here, what is it? Is just to be aware of like where his ganks are. That's it. Because like, we know looking at the minimap, Will, we know what to do. Like, we know what we're going to do, but... So just look at the minimap and think, well, what would I do if I were him? Can I sneak through mid here because my Malzahar is holding topside and mid?
Yeah.
Will I gank the top laner because Kled's pushed up but he's full HP? So it's always ask yourself and look at the minimap as if you were them. Because here I'm just thinking, I really don't want my bot lane to get ganked when I'm farming.
Yeah.
Like, that's basically it. So here I might actually like question mark ping their blue buff. Or something, or like ask for a ward even. I do that all the time now because I'm used to the ping. Like just ask for a ward in river or something.
That is the timing. Like this timing.
Even though, like, if I was Viego, I'd never gank that bot lane. But that's what makes it this... I don't want to say, like, this elo as if, like, you know, that's arrogant or something. But that is, like, the shit that will happen. So he's going to think, the bot lane's pushed up, let me just go there. He won't even think about you. And he'll just go there in another game.
It's true.
Just try to see the minimap. Oh, lane's pushed up. Just ping them.
Yep.
Just keep them safe. You never know what they might do. But yeah, all this is good. I think here, yeah, I remember you went all the way around here. I honestly think you could probably just like run into the brush and face check it.
Yeah.
And Janna would be right behind you. Instead of going all the way around, like maybe you could just run in as if you didn't know.
Yeah, and just
all
like
of a sudden he would be there. Yeah, because it's like a long way all... It's still good what you do, but I still think with Janna behind you, he would see you and probably try to W you or something, especially with Hui. But you don't care, you're never getting one shot.
Yeah.
So after they do their initial burst or whatever, Janna shields you and you just like one shot him.
Yeah.
But this is still okay. This is still okay.
Yeah.
This is really good as well, yeah. Nice Q. Richard should probably flash that, but...
Yep.
Again, that's why we're versing Richard and not Velia. But everything you did there, Will, is great.
Nice.
Going for top crab, I completely agree with. I think maybe here you can check Raptors. Oh, look at you, mate. You're happy. The fist pump.
Yeah, so I thought for sure skipping bot scuttle here was better.
Yeah, I agree. Tell me why, though.
Because if he goes bot side after, it's just like a huge win for me. If he goes back to scuttle, then his grump, it's going to be like 415 easily. He's not going to be able to reach his 415 Krugs.
Good, yeah, very good. I also just think like with their Karma there and Brand, it's, you know, you might lose HP and stuff, and
yeah,
I just see like this is just a free crab. Like you're doing one crab here, right? So just make it the easiest without any hassle type thing.
Yeah.
But I would actually just check his Raptors here.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Like checking his Raptors?
Yeah, that was 350. Yeah, if he started them.
Yeah. And I think, honestly, Will, you could even consider, like, leaving Crab. So after you take those Raptors, he's going to be close to you. Like, you're going to start them as soon as he spawns now, right? Maybe they're spawning. And after that, he's running out of base and you're still on the map. I would probably just recall here and leave the Crab. And then just run to your Gromp. Because if you do the Crab, that's another, like, 6-7 seconds. Then you've got to, you know, kill it. That's another 10 seconds. And he's going to be, like, here.
Yeah.
And it's going to be very awkward for you to find a base.
Yeah.
So just try to, again, envision him the entire time. And even when you see him bot, when someone hit that Scryer Orb and you see him on his blue buff, my brain, I should have said it out loud, but my brain thinks 4 minutes. Like, literally just 4 minutes. That's all that's in my brain when I see him here.
Yeah.
Or 4:15 if I don't see them.
Yeah.
So you know exactly where he's going to be for probably the next, like, 60 seconds, which is just huge.
Yeah.
It means he's not going to do anything. And you can exploit him for it, right? Like, this death for him could mean his Raptors go as well.
Yeah, absolutely. That's true. I should check the Raptors. Can't just ward the Raptors. You think when I do this though, that the double scuttle is good?
Okay, so it's not good. I'll answer it. I was trying to think of a nice way to say it, but I'll just process what I'm gonna say. Yeah, it's not good because. Well, you tell me why you did it first.
Okay,
let's start with this. Tell me why you did this.
The reason I did it is because I had mid-bot prio, and his only plays are to either go for the bot scuttle and then his grump and then move back to topside, or just to ignore that, which is what I would have done, and just went for the immediate top play, or just like wait 5 seconds for Krugs. Because if I get them away from him, his game is just completely cooked. So I think he's either just like right out of base into topside, so then I could just like get double scuttle. And since he can't invade me without him being seen, because we got like the whole top side is warded, right? So he actually can't enter my jungle without getting seen. So that's why I think it's fine, because he can't do Krugs and then invade my Grump because he's seeing me build bot. So then we would just collapse on him. That's why I thought it was good. It's just a free grab.
Okay, so I understand all that. Just remember his Grump isn't gone here though, because he was level 4, right, when you killed him, and he didn't finish the crab.
So oh, that's true.
This map is, yeah, the map's lying to you. So yeah, his like 4:15 or 4-minute camp is up here.
Yeah.
So I think if I was Viego here, if I run bot crab will, like I would probably figure this out. Like I'm just clicking here or towards top crab initially after this gank middle when you killed him, sorry.
Yeah.
I would just click here because I don't want to deal with any of this and I'm just doing one crab. But then I'd think, hang on a minute, it's 4 minutes. And then I'd rotate like this.
Yeah.
And then, okay, let's just say, you know, we look at what you've done here.
Mm-hmm.
So we do this crab. And like we said about Viego, like it's already 4:05. Now, this will take you about 15 seconds maybe to get there, and it's another 10 seconds because you don't have smite to kill it. So you're using 25, potentially 30 seconds, right, to do this. So let's just watch. Let's just watch how long it takes you. So we kill the crab at 4:03.
Yeah.
4:04.
Yeah.
I'm going to skip it 5 seconds, 5 seconds, 5 seconds. So it's now 4:28. So that's about 25 seconds that took. And this gives you... Look at the gold.
Yeah.
60 gold.
60 gold. And no XP.
It goes from like I think they're like cannon minions. They go from like 60 to 90. I think as the 90, game progresses, yeah, or 100, something like that.
Yeah.
So but it's also, even if that was 100 gold, well, I still wouldn't get it.
Yeah.
The point being is because what is your? Let's just say the bot crab is not here. What would you do after this crab?
Oh, just insta reset, or like given the fact that we don't go for the Raptor play, of course.
Right, okay, so yeah, let's just say his Raptors aren't there. Let's just say that Hui put a ward down or you put a ward down. Oh, his Raptors aren't there.
Yeah.
So it's only his Krugs, right? You can't go there because it's such a big overextension and you're on a big base and it's just not worth, right? You can probably make a better play in the future instead of that one.
Yeah.
I think you can probably make a better play in the future instead of going 25 seconds to bot crab. It's not worth it to go to bot crab for what you're getting there, right, in 25 seconds. Instead, in 25 seconds, you could be where? What did we say? So if bot crab's gone, what did we say?
If bot crab is gone, I would just like insta-base, get Dirk boots and go to my Grump.
Exactly, right? So in 25 seconds, you could be here. About to hit your level 4 Grump, which is like 100, 120 gold or something.
Yeah. If I was really edgy, I could also... That's given the fact that I know that his Raptors isn't up though. So if I place the ward on his Raptors and they were gone, I could be at his Raptors at 4:30, almost 4:35, and they that's when they spawn, right? I can maybe fight him for it with Dirk boots.
Yeah, for sure. I like that idea more than the bot crab one. It's just that that probably takes like, if that's probably about 25 seconds, Will.
Yeah.
Maybe close to 30. But remember, you're running to a closer position there. Like that's the line. Grump is the same as Krugs.
Yeah.
I mean, well, like all your camps are pretty similar.
I need 10 seconds extra.
Yeah, at least that. If you look at that line is actually close to being near your base. So it's almost double the distance, funnily enough.
Yeah, sure.
You know, like running that extra. Maybe not double the distance, but it's getting there. It might be 15 seconds.
Yeah.
So you got to be very careful with the timing. So recalling to your Grump is very different to attacking his Grump or his walls or his bulk quadrant. Very different. Like these arrows here are the extension, which is about 15 seconds extra, I'd say.
Yeah.
And you got to be generous to yourself because you don't want to be late.
For sure.
So I can appreciate what you're saying there, but again, I don't see that. I don't like see the outcome of that 100%. But what I do know is that if you base here in 25 seconds, you're close to hitting your Grump. And you might be like, oh, but Eagz, you know, I'm denying Viego here. First of all, I don't think that crab is going anywhere. And by basing now, you sync up your tempo with him, right? Let's just say he's running out of base like here. Even though you're behind him, by the time you do Grump and Wolves, you will eventually be able to get down here again. And maybe you even leave the crab there as bait. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that like, you know, I've just thought about it. It's kind of nice to leave it there, you know, dangle in front. Come on, here you go. And then you're going to meet him there with your Dirk boots and one-shot him. So there's no pressure on you here, Will, to take that bot crab, especially when it is so far away. This is similar to, let's just say you win a fight here, right, in bot lane, and it's 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Lots of junglers, or not lots of junglers, but some junglers might run to Dragon, which is 10 seconds away, and it takes them 20 seconds to do it when it's not going anywhere.
It's true.
So I'm thinking to myself, I could just recall and go like this, and Dragon's still here. Wow, I'm chilling. And the best thing about that is you're getting more of your camps.
Yep.
You're getting a Gromp that's probably worth double the experience and gold of this, then Wool straight afterwards, and you're still pathing nicely into that and more.
Yeah.
Which is where he's going. So
Yeah.
you can match up your line here with his.
Yeah.
Instead of going all the way down here and then you base, and during all this time, 25 seconds, base, another 25 seconds, he's clearing again.
Yeah.
He's chilling.
Yeah, he gets more resources than me in that time, and he gets tempo for another bot play. Yeah.
Yes, man, that's it. How many resources are you getting in that time?
Yeah.
So you've got to try to see. So the funny thing is, 25 seconds, you're not getting anything. But if we add another 20 seconds, you're getting Gromp and Wolves.
Yep.
25 seconds, you get Crabs. So for that initial 25 seconds, you beat me. But when you recall, your next 25 seconds, I'm already here.
Yeah. It's true.
Thinking about this. Raptors level 5, and in I go, doof doof.
Yeah.
Does all that make sense?
Totally.
So I wish we had like a simulator.
Yeah, that was sick.
That would be very nice, and that would cost a lot of money, but oh my god, you'd make so much money. FF. Okay, so you tell me, right, so after this, you're going to click towards Top Crab. I just like it because it's just less hassle. And as you're running to Top Crab, you've just killed Viego, and you saw him on his blue buff on his bot side, so he started top. Now, because it's Viego, it's Talia, it's Udyr, it's Hecarim, it's Kayn. These are champions who can start.
Raptors.
On Raptors, right?
Yeah.
So I love the fist pump, but see, that's what I mean. Will I want you to fist pump after you've started recalling? That's like the entertainment streaming. You know, you've just seen it.
My bad. I'm not familiar with the meta yet.
Nah, bro, it's fine. Don't worry. I'm not having a go. It's just funny. But yeah, just Raptors here, and then you can come back. And honestly, like I said, I would recall after Raptors because you need to sync your tempo up with his. If you're going to match this guy and beat him, and it will feel like he just can't do anything because you're always where he is.
Yeah.
You're in time with him. Now you're adding another 25 seconds onto your base. But what's more powerful is to think about it like I'm giving him another 30 seconds to do whatever he wants.
Yep.
And even if you recall, Will, it's true that you're not going to take his Raptors and Krugs. He's getting them. He might even get his Wolves, but his Gromp, if he ganks a lane, you're there wherever he might be.
Yep.
So yes, the amount of resources you get in a period of time is always the key.
I'm also late now because now I basically guarantee myself to not be able to play Drake. Like, I'm not saying I would play Drake at 5 minutes, but I could. And I could play Drake and Grubs at 6 minutes because I'm that far ahead.
Sure. Yeah, you can just run through, which is what I think
but now it's
in this
like
game
completely cursed to play Drake, right?
So if Richard was if Richard was pathing bot, like let's just, and you can see here by the way, I guarantee you he went Raptors Krugs because of where he is. So Raptors to Krugs, and then he's gone like that, right? So his Raptors I think would have been up at 4 minutes.
Yeah.
But if this guy went, top to bot in some capacity, he will see you run through that ward.
Yep.
And he will see you, obviously, you're doing that crap, and you need to recall. And he knows the Vi in this game went top to bot because you went like this and killed him or whatever.
Yep.
So he knows that eventually, or right after that crab, you should recall and run a Gromp. So he might do that with his E.
Yep. Which is illegal when you're this far behind.
It is illegal.
I let him.
But only if the enemy jungler stops you.
Yep.
Otherwise, like you determine, Will, what's legal and illegal.
Yeah, absolutely.
Your actions determine that.
I'm the enforcer.
That's it. Yeah, for some reason he had 25. So I don't know what Richard has been smoking. I know he's got 28, so he did Krugs into here.
Yep.
Okay, never mind. That's useful though to press tab. Nice. You could even consider maybe brush camping him here, but I think he was recalling in a top brush, right?
Yeah, he did.
He did recall, right? Okay. The other option, it's funny because he recalls here. So if he was to run down here, Will, I think it's very good. because just think about what we just talked about. What was like maybe the main theme of this versus that?
Being in alignment with Viego on tempo.
Okay, good. And then like how many in a period of, I don't want to say the words. So if you do this in 25 seconds, in 25 seconds I may not have hit a camp, but then we add another 20. So in 45 seconds I've done Gromp Walls, you've just done Crab.
Yeah.
So here, can you try, just think about that for me. Can you try to relate these two moves here to that?
Yeah.
Okay, so tell me like
more,
what I've just done.
It's just more resources in the same time.
Okay, so I know you're denying Viego here, right? But it's actually better if he's not, this is very important, if he's not going to be there, just to take these.
Yeah.
That's what I think will. Because otherwise you're just running there, and there's a chance he doesn't even run here at a base. Because he's recoil. He might just run like this, and it's like, alright, I have my Raptors. Whatever.
Yeah.
If you saw him will go like that, I completely agree with you running to his Raptors, because you can take his Raptors and brush camp him.
Mm-hmm.
And it's worth it, right? Like you're saying, this is the funny thing. 100 gold, 100 gold. Alright, so I'm getting at least 200 gold here from these two camps.
Yeah.
If he runs down, you're getting 100 gold and maybe 300 extra from killing him. That's 400 gold. That's more than this. But when he's not there, this 200 gold beats 100 gold, and then you've got to run all the... Maybe you even have to do something like this, like Wolves Raptors.
Yeah.
In case he does that, right? It makes it a little bit awkward because he's not actually running there. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Yeah, 100%?
Mm-hmm. 100%.
Are you alright?
Yep.
You like taking a tablet or something, mate?
I'm dying, mate.
There we go. Yeah, have a good cough or something. That's it.
Yeah.
Let it all out. What you do though after this, there was one move where I typed to you like, this is top 10, and I'm serious as well.
Yeah. Beautiful.
So now we've done this. Okay, so we've done this now. So now we've got to keep watching the game independent of, you know, whatever we thought. So we've got to continue here. And like I said, like, I actually couldn't remember this move, but you felt this, right? Like if I go for his Raptors, now I'm actually... You could be in the same position, Will, but it would say 40. And I know you've denied his camp, and I know that your camps are up, and this is where it gets very intricate, right?
Yeah.
And where, like, maybe as a coach, I do a disservice to myself and anyone who watches it, because I might say, you know, it's all about denying them no matter what. But I don't actually say no matter what, but I should, like, really detail it. Like, look, there is a time and a place for it.
Yeah.
The time and the place is when you are not going to, how do I put it, miss out on getting more golden experience in that time from doing your own camps.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're just running in there for one camp and it's another 20 seconds on you, I would rather be in this position right now with Gromp and Walls gone.
Yeah, I'll be level 5
Raptors,
and then we can play. Yeah.
Yeah. But still what you do, though, is very good. I'm just saying I think the other move is better, and it goes back to that theme where you went from top crab to bot crab.
Yeah.
Very similar. This is great. This is great. Like, all this is perfect. The ping is great. You evade her vision as well. Pink ward is good. All of this is excellent. Doing Grubs is great. I think you see Viego at some point because he goes to drag, right? Getting off it is fine as well. Good. You run back down. Calm is here. Viego's here. Here comes Richard.
Yep.
I'm not sure what was happening mid here, so... It's a 3v3 essentially, right? So...
Yeah.
Surprised they kind of just back off. Like, I'd much rather have Hui than Mouse here.
Yeah, I thought they would contest it harder, but I would just like stall and then...
Yeah, that's fine. And then they go to Dragon. Yeah, so he's not doing that while you're doing Grubs, so of course you can just run through mid. Yeah, and I looked at this and I thought this is brilliant. And what you do after the drag will is just excellent. Like, unreal.
Here, I just imagine my game against Velia. What he did against me when I made a play, or like I tried to contest, or I went for a greedy camp. Like he's going for the contest, I went for the Raptors at that time, and then he's starting Drake as I'm finishing Grubs. So I was just like, this is the exact same. We can just contest him.
Exact same. That's it. And lots of people think like going from Grubs to drag. Oh my goodness, it's cross map. I need to set. It's like 20 seconds. Relax.
Yeah.
You know? So unless he's doing it or has just started it as you finish Grubs, you can easily get there. So this was brilliant. Like, really, really good move. And especially when you know your teammates are around and you've pinged them, you know the like kind of fight is going to be stalled.
Yeah.
Karma should probably block that and it might be closer, but it's whatever. It's still good for you. There goes Richard. He's gone. One thing you could do here, Will, is maybe the crab for 6.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, I can see.
But this is fine. This is fine. Like, I think I would just do Dragon as well, because I think you have it for free, right?
Yeah.
So I think this is great. This is actually, yeah, of course, just do the crab. And then you see him farm mid, which is just always so useful, right? Because he's not... It's harder to track him if he's in fog. He could be finishing Raptors or red. So now he's...
This one, I knew that I could get around.
This was so dirty. Oh! That was so clean. I think ulting... I'm fine with you ulting. I don't want to talk too much about this, but I think maybe you could just wait until he flashes. But then he'd be out of vision, wouldn't he?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. The stealth.
Oh yeah, this surprised me though. This was so clean. Like that Q, man, that's TikTok right there. That's a TikTok Q. The blind Q, man, that was so good. Where's the fist pump, Will? You've like fist pumped for just flash auto attacking someone. You've just done that. There's no that you should get up and like dance or something.
I should make it dance.
Let me have a think here. So their mid laner comes back to lane full HP and you do kill their jungler here. But I wouldn't really care about Hui, Will, because there's a wave mid and their Aatrox is dead, right? So my eyes here, again, this might be like the streaming entertaining thing, but I'll just tell you like what I'm looking at. It's like I see here and I see his Raptors up and you know his red's up because you even said this here. I'm going to his red buff because I know it's up.
Yeah.
So you know that you've got Raptors and red here.
Yeah.
And I look at the minimap and I think, well, Viego's obviously dead. That's great. And I know I can get these 2 camps. Like if everyone's wiped off of it, you can get these 2 camps easily. 13 seconds and then he's got a run here. That's another 15, 20. You do Raptors in 13 seconds. You do red buff in 10, 15 easily. And you can just recall.
Yeah.
So the only reason you would actually just do red buff here is because their Hui is like not showing mid and you're scared she's running over here, right?
Yeah.
Or something like that. Or maybe it's a Talon and you're really scared and you don't even use your Q. You know what I mean? Something like that. But when she shows mid, it's like every enemy champion is accounted for. Does that make sense?
Yeah, totally.
So it's still not bad again. Like you taking red buff, if you weren't sure as well, like if you didn't know in the moment, absolutely. Like just listen to your instinct, right? Like what you do in the actual moment here, according to like your logic, is great. Like it makes sense. But I just think you can do Raptors and red. That's all.
I thought my margin was not big enough, so that's why I skipped. I didn't really care about Wake because I saw it wasn't moving. So here I'm like, okay, Viego, 10 seconds. And then I just like changed my mind. I don't think I have time.
I was going to say something here like with Vi, because obviously you've got to like feel your champion here. If you had 2 E's, you definitely do both.
Yeah.
I think.
If I have QE,
like 100%.
Then I just wipe it for sure.
Yeah, so it might even be that. So I think honestly I'm fine with this. Maybe it even does come down to that, like a little bit of vibe feeling. So I can see it because I'm like looking at your E thinking, oh, he doesn't have it. It's kind of annoying actually. And maybe what you actually do is more optimal just because of the E's thing.
Yeah.
All right, so let's continue with this then. Still the right idea though, yeah? Like you knew his camps are up, you full track them, and it's great.
Yeah.
Now, I had an idea here, and look, you've looked at the chat, Will. Look at you looking at the chat, bro. You want to see those? That was a sick TikTok cue. Right IRL clip number 2.
True.
Which it was. That was sick. But after this, and I think we talked about it last time, you never stop thinking about their jungler. So if I ask you a question, where do you think Viego is going to go here at a base? Where do you think it is?
What I think you will do, I honestly think it will go. I would try to get to
Viego.
If I'm Viego, I would go to my bot side, but I don't think it's good enough. But yeah, I do think that's what it would do, and that's what I should play for.
Okay, so what I think here is that Viego will actually probably run to his red. Because if you think about it, it's not that big of a time investment for him to go here, blast, going, oh my god, my red's gone, let me do my Raptors. And even if his Raptors are gone, right, he's just going to go here in some capacity.
Yeah, maybe.
So I think he'll probably, right, how dare that guy. And I'm really surprised the Hui doesn't move over here. Like, that's what I'm surprised about. Because if I'm Viego, I'm spam pinging this.
Yeah.
Rhino ult, Maybe he knows your flash timer or something, but Hui can move. But even for that, like a mage running over, you're not really going to care too much. But yeah, like they can potentially 2v1 you if Hui stalls you or whatnot.
Yeah.
So if I was Viego here, I'd actually probably check my Raptors at least, or like Blast Cone, and then just come down like this. So what I would be thinking about here, Will, is that, look, this Viego, in the near future, he's definitely not going to be top. I don't think there's any world in which he does this or even that. This guy's going to recall as well. So I'm thinking here he's going to be there or maybe even here.
Yeah.
So I want my line, just like we talked about before. Viego's going to go like this at level 4 out of base. I want to go like that. Viego's going to go like this out of base. I want to go like that. And I would even say that I'd be looking here. Now, the only argument why that's not 100% is because you just use something and he will hit something or have what you don't have in like 30, 45 seconds, which is what?
The ultimate.
Good, right? So because you don't have R, it makes a fight less conclusive. Yeah?
Yeah.
It does make a fight less conclusive. And you could even argue here, well, Eagz, I don't have R. So maybe we've even talked about this, I'm not sure. But, you know, shouldn't I maximize my base? So when I use my ultimate again, I'm as strong as possible. And I would say yes, if it's even. I think you're so far ahead here that you don't even need your ult to kill that guy and to put pressure on the map. Yeah. So even if he hits level 6, I wouldn't care. You take his red buff, you take yours, you hit 7, and you just run in there, even without your R. Your flash will be up as well, I think, which is really nice.
Yeah.
So because you're so far ahead here, Will, basically the question is, do you win a fight? And then you have to think, well, do I have my... Like, how do we win a fight here? So if I picture myself fist fighting Viego, do I win? Even without ultimate? Yeah, I think so, actually, in this game. Yeah. I'm running out of base with what? Opportunity? Do you buy that, or...
No, I go Hubris.
Oh, Hubris, right, okay, fair enough. Yeah, okay, well, it's the same, though, right? Like, you're going to deal so much damage, and if you land 1 Q, someone is dying.
Yeah.
And if, Will, like... So what I'm saying here, what do you think is? So after red buff, I would be doing something.
Now looking at it, and that's what I thought about in the moment too, that I would just like reset and go take my bot side and then try to go for his and invade him. Like even drive by my Raptors, so my red buff, and then just like look to invade his bot side. And just like looking at the lane states and then like make a decision as I'm moving.
Good, yeah, I completely agree. And here as well, your bot lane has just based.
Yeah.
So they're going to be you're going to have the same tempo basically, which is great because you're all full HP and as strong as you can possibly be.
Yeah.
And your mouse is back on the map, full HP. Like if you just look above minimap, everyone's chilling here. The Kled's going to recall hopefully soon. And you've got so much pressure on that Viego's bot side. Now, even if he does his, I guarantee you, by the way, he'll do his walls because everyone does. And by the time he's finished walls, well, you might be like kind of going past your control ward. And you'll find him on blue in his Gromp.
Mm-hmm.
And he will just feel like, man, she just killed me on my Raptors. She's killing me again now. Like, I just don't get it. Yeah. How is this even happening?
Yeah.
So that's what I'm just like, not screaming, but oh, if you base here, well, it's so good.
Yeah.
Like, so good. Otherwise, you're caught. So if anything happens now, and it will because it's solo queue, even in pro play, I'd probably say the same thing. If anything happens now, you can't really react because you're just a Dirk Vi. But if you had Hubris here running out of base, well, Hubris is...
It's 2,000.
2K though.
Yeah, that's why I stayed.
All right, well, I'll get a ghost play then. Honestly. Because...
That's fair, actually.
Yeah, it's like... How do I put this? Winning a game is not... You know, getting a Hubris is not a prerequisite. Having tempo is.
Yeah.
That is a prerequisite to winning a game. Or being as, you know, getting as close to... So that's going to get you closer to winning a game than just always buying Hubris. So in this game, he eventually kills the Graves. Right, so enemy jungle, bang, gone. From Talia, there it is. Now, the fight continues, right? Well, so that's me skipping it 3 seconds each time. And it's a long-ass fight, right? And he has to keep fighting here, of course. Like, who wouldn't?
Yeah.
And he picks up another kill. Yeah. Now, in this game, he is so fixated on Yuntal that he loses, potentially Grubs, and his top side to Graves.
Yeah.
Now, the question we've got to answer is, do we need this item to win a fight? And the answer is...
Nope.
No, right? And I even thought, that's why I asked like opportunity ghost played, because I know it's like 17, I think.
Yeah.
Maybe 1,800
I think it's 18.
Yeah. And I just sit there and I'm like, oh my goodness. And you're playing an actual champ, you're not playing Shaco. Like, I would just... oh man, like just bum rush in there and start a fight. Even without your ultimate, I still think you just like hard win. So this is just an overextension from Kira as well. Like,
Yeah, you
there's no
100%
reason,
just reset here, right?
Yeah, especially just shoving this wave as well. Like Rel can shove it on her own because the Corki's dead.
Yeah.
So this is like kind of, oh, I'm just begging, just recall and run to Grubs. Even if he runs to Grubs and he's like, oh, my mid doesn't have TP, she's not here. Or my Renekton's 1 HP, I can't actually contest these. And the support, the enemy support might be here first.
Yeah.
So, oh my, I can't do Grubs, but then you just do Raptors to bot.
Yep.
And it's so much better than what he does, which is stay all this time and Grubs go. So while the Graves does Grubs, Kirai's doing Raptors with the same item he just fought with. So if anything happens, Graves doing Grubs, Viego ganking your mid lane or ganking your bot lane, or maybe Dragon's up in another game and he starts it. That's what we talked about before. You're running down here from top crab to bot crab for 25 seconds, which gives Viego 25 seconds in the future. That's what you got to think about it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you're kind of like giving him a pool of time. And you're adding to that time he's got to do stuff because you're staying on the map.
Yeah.
So the longer you stay on the map, the longer they have to do something while you're looking for a base. So the Graves here has time to do Grubs, to do Gromp, the Mark. Even if Kirai knew Marks, he could even consider running to Gromp, right? But it's still very hard because enemy support's probably there.
Yep.
And the Rel, is shoving out bot wave and Renekton's getting destroyed. So it's very hard to play for that Mark. But there is still a play where he could be here right now.
Yep.
Looking to dive Corki. Or looking to invade red. Just anything, right? But because he greeds, he gives everything back to... Not everything back to Graves, but, like, he just gives something back to Graves, like golden experience.
Yeah, for sure. And just, like, pressure, right? And, like, in case something happens, as you say, it is solo queue, so you can't just, like, tell the team to AFK while you full clear 2 times. So... Like,
yeah, no, definitely not.
He's getting resources, but absolutely, he's getting resources, but he's actually like off the map and zero pressure for like 1 minute.
Yes. So if you look at this, my boy, not really, never spoke to him. After he does this, right?
Yeah.
Lots of people here. Bork is 1,200. He needs 75 gold.
Yeah.
He could run the Raptors. He could set, but he's losing time, right? He's giving time to the Lee Sin. Let me try and show scoreboard. So if you look at it now, if the Lee Sin, I can't remember if he killed the Lee Sin, but I'm guessing Lee Sin may have recalled again, Will. So their items would be similar here, right?
Yeah.
Just like you and the Viego here. Because you haven't recalled yet, he's already running out of base with, funnily enough, more gold spent.
Yeah.
So if anything happens again, a fight happens, and you feel, oh, I've got to come here. There's a fight at your Raptors. I've got to be here for it. You might still win because you have Dirk, and you're not like weak. I'm not saying you're, a cannon minion. You're still pretty strong. But I'm saying it's less conclusive, right? Like you're giving him a sniff here.
For sure.
Whereas Kanavi in his game is saying, you know what? I could stay on the map and run 20 seconds. In other words, Will, we could, relate this to your game. I'm running from top crab to bot crab. Let's just say, Will, that you needed that bot crab for, I don't know, we can just say, Dirk and a longsword. You really wanted Dirk longsword, right? And that's what you did.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean anything. Because Dirk is still enough. Kanavi can't buy Bork, but it's the gold you spend. So maybe he could get another longsword here, I'm not sure. But it's the gold he's spent here that matters. So now he's ahead of Lee again.
Mm-hmm.
So in Kirai's game, he's behind the Greys even though he just killed him.
Yeah.
You are behind Viego even though you just killed him here and under mid tower at level 4. You are behind them in terms of time, right? And the amount of time you stay on the map now, you're giving to them. So if you picture him on the minimap, he's running out of base here, right?
Yeah.
2, 1. Out he comes. I'm skipping it 5 seconds. 10 seconds, you're giving him 15 seconds, 20 seconds. And now he's finishing his walls. Now he's, maybe doing blue after all of this. Now he's doing Gromp. And he's going to be saying, wow, I feel kind of good about myself. And he probably isn't because he's, not really thinking about what you could do to him. But that's going to be the difference in this elo, yeah?
Yeah.
And honestly, Will, even against challengers, bro, guarantee you they will not read that play. Especially when you use R, but your argument is, I don't need it. What are you going to do anyway?
I 100% don't need it.
Q's in.
Yeah.
Goodness me.
Yeah, I don't need it at all. if I don't have flash, it might be a little bit scary, but when you have flash, it's like no problem with the ultimate.
Yep, all of those little micro things, well, absolutely you're right, they matter. And I even think like you just doing red buff is actually correct. Because you don't have an E. Or at least one E.
Yeah.
Because it does look bad, right? Like it feels like you're taking so long, and I can actually feel it now, having watched it again. So I completely agree. If you think, look, I actually might need flash though. If I don't have R, I kind of need flash. Honestly, I'm with you. Maybe you actually do just like clear for hubris and greed, but even still, you can do your bot camps and cover them.
Yep.
And if he does anything, again, like he likely will, you are there for him. Again, it's just all about matching. That's all it is.
It's the exact same play as we did earlier, where I skipped my top side to be bot.
That's it. There he is, Richard. Now, I don't know if I watched anymore. I don't think I did. Yeah, see what I mean? Like, you could be literally right there. Yeah. And Richard, on Viego, flashes, bro, and W's in. He's like, I don't even think... he's not aware he's against a jungler, man. I mean, well, like, this is what we're in.
I mean, it's true, though.
I would probably flash there and kill Viego if I were you. So
I'm rooted from... Wait.
No, like after. Just after.
No, I'm rooted.
Here, Will. Now.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Well, I'm not that os. Relax. I know you're rooted, but after you're like moving for a second.
I thought about it, but then I also thought like, if I actually don't get him before he gets that reset, then I'm cooked if I don't have my flash, you know?
Yeah, I think you can though.
Yeah,
it's so hard for me to say anything else.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like right now, I just see like Mumsley is not dead yet, and Richard's one auto attack. You might even save the mouse.
Yeah, I might. It's true. And I wasted my Q here. I didn't have to. I could just go for more auto. Then I would have Q for way.
Yep, absolutely. That will matter, by the way. Will all that micro? I think we've talked about micro a lot in like other sessions.
Yep.
And it is so much, man, in this game.
After
you being able to envisioning stuff and stuff.
I see it more and more, and I recognize it more and more, like how much of the game is actually micro. Like after watching your vid and talking to you, I just like I've been thinking about it while I'm playing, and I see so much of it is just like actually micro.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, like you know, you could play perfect macro, like your early game here where you full cleared a bot, but imagine if, I don't know, you forgot about their support flash, you know, engaging onto you, and then you got Viego flash W, and then you're like, oh, well, you know, this play style doesn't, you might even think it's macro, this play, no, like what you did is good, you just didn't think about their champs enough. In other words, like you weren't anticipating spells and all that. And I remember versing one of my students on NA, and I think it was Master. And after the game, he said that was like the most untouchable Shaco I've ever versed, just because I knew exactly what he wanted to do to me. Every single time I saw him on my screen, I just knew. He just like couldn't touch me. So that's what it will feel like when you just think about spells the whole game and where they are. It will just feel impossible. Yeah,
and like it's not that much that is actually decision making. The decision making is really easy if you think about all the spells. If you're able to look at the minimap all the time, like that's micro. Looking at the minimap, looking at the like swapping between your lanes. So much is actually micro. After that, making decisions is easy.
Yeah, having the it's like a skill set, right? Like looking at the minimap is a skill.
Yeah.
Looking in the top right is a skill because it's all to do with your eyes, which is just muscles. So I could say here something about, you know, basing again, because you killed Richard. But here, Will, basing you don't need to, because look at the items. You're ahead of him. So even if he buys another longsword here, because... Oh, yeah, by the way. You should definitely know here that his bot camps are gone. So there's no need for you to check his blue and stuff. If I were you here, Will, I would go and shove out mid. Oh, Mouse has TP, though. So you see how, like, I quickly... Oh, does he? Press tab, Will. Come on. Right, okay, I'd 100% shove mid.
Yeah.
So you should know here that the minimap again is lying to you. His blue is gone, his Gromp is gone. Or maybe his blue's not gone. Oh no, you have his blue, see?
Yeah, I should know. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. So I would just go mid and shove because Mouse does not have TP. You can even click on it, right? Because it would tell you how long it is. So if it says 10 seconds, I probably wouldn't go. But if it's 20, 30, like that wave is going to be dead. So just go mid, shove the wave, and then you can come down to bot crab if you want. Maybe even after that, you say to yourself, Viego's bot camps are gone. He was just there. So again, we'll just ask yourself right now, where's Viego going to go? Where's he going to go?
He's going to go to his top side. Krugs Raptors.
It's Krugs and Raptors, right? Exactly. So you could even say after shoving mid, and now they have no vision of you, you could even think of Brush gets scouting his Raptors or camping somewhere. Your ult would be up at that time. Oh my goodness me. Again,
I
you're
can
just
kill him
matching
again.
him.
I can kill him again and then take Grubs after. Oy, oy, oy.
Mm-hmm.
I actually make a huge mistake coming up too. Just like major throw.
I'm looking forward to it.
No.
Did you say no, Will?
Yeah.
Oh, look at this range, man. That doesn't look real. What a broken champion. Oh.
No,
yeah, but because you're down here, like after the crab, agree with all this. I agree with you not backing because you got hubris stacks, right? And they'll probably run out. Yeah. Oh, maybe you would still get here in time. That's the point. We're not going to be late here. We'd still be in the same position. But you're still going to win with hubris. Well, again, you've spent more gold, even if the Viego, after you kill him, buys another longsword. It doesn't matter. I've got way more than you still. I do not need a recall here. But in the other situations, he might have actually spent more gold.
Yeah.
So you might classify this as an overstay. Oh, I just killed him. I need a base. Well, does he have more gold?
Yeah.
The answer
that's
is
the only thing that matters. Do I win or do I lose? Do I need to back to win? Yeah.
I thought you were gonna like flash on a Karma who might have it, or for a support or something there. I was worried. You told me you throw, Will, so I'm just trying to. I'm just waiting for it.
It's something I could do. Yeah.
Even that though, like I'm serious. Like take that with you.
Yeah.
Like, cause I'm pointing that out, thinking, please don't do that, Will.
Yeah.
Basing is good. Playing drag is good. Excellent. Oh, there he is, Richard. Richard on the Krugs. Because obviously here, Will, you'd love like just to farm your Wolves and Gromp, to be honest. That'd be so juicy. You'd be so farmed.
Yeah. Yeah, so
but you've got, so recalling is definitely good. Recalling is good. Running out here is good.
Also many times what I'm thinking there, instead of greeding for my camps, like when I'm this fed and I have ultimate and flash, I kind of just like want to get on the map because like I can make a play instantly. Like sometimes you need a great setup, but when you're this fed, I can legit just like flash on the bot lane and double kill them, no matter where they are. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's great play. Absolutely, this is correct. I was just thinking like drag timing. Yeah. Like if drag's up in 60 seconds when you finish Grubs, but I looked at it and it's like, you know, the grey timer has been there for ages. So you recalling is definitely good because you don't want Viego to hit this for free and get it, and you're just farming your top games. So it's really, I get what you're saying, Will, like with your ultimate, but if there's no timing, I think it's, how do I put it, a little presumptuous to do that. So I think it's an important point. So let's just say you were doing Grubs, and I completely get what you're saying, right? Especially playing Shaq. Like, I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
So after you finish Grubs here, right, I've got a juicy base. But if that drag was up in 60 seconds, and you weren't worried about your bot lane getting dove, because, oh my god, you know, Vi's top, let's dive bot. Yeah. But, I mean, maybe Jan is mid, so you could think about it. But let's just say you weren't worried.
Yeah.
There's nothing like for sure you're playing for. But when drag's up in 30 seconds, there is for sure something you are playing for. If his bot side is spawning in 30 seconds and you know that for a fact, that is something worth playing for. So let's just say drag was at 60 seconds, Will. I'd honestly do like Wolves and Gromp. Seriously.
Yeah.
Even to the point, bro, where I couldn't even care about Grubs. I would much rather just do like maybe one Grub, so I just get that first one, deny him a little bit, you know, because I'm taking one away at least, and then I go Wolves Gromp. So I put all my camps on a nice little time. I'm getting more gold from them, of course, so at least 200 gold from them.
Yeah.
And then I'm recalling in time. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I would be thinking here. Like, how much time do I have before I need to get to Dragon or something? So if Drag's not up, Will, and you base here, I think, honestly, like, it's asking too much of the map and the enemy champions. Yes, it will work in a lot of games, by the way. I'm not saying it's bad.
Yeah.
But I think the for sure play is you going Wolves, Gromp, and then you recall. Because then you're saying, well, I can't do anything else here.
Yeah.
But if you go bot and there's no kills, you'll be saying, oh, I could have just farmed my walls and gromp down.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So I completely get what you're saying. Like, I can just make a play. But some games you're not going to be able to.
Yeah.
And those games as well, like you'll find, like the only reason you would recall here, I think so again, let's just say Dragon's not up. The only reason you recall is to cover a bot dive, and it will happen a lot.
Yeah.
That's the only reason you would base it. But because Drag's up, like you do in this game, absolutely the right call. I just wanted to like talk about, if it wasn't.
Yeah, makes sense.
I also am a little bit worried about you running through this tri-brush after Karma runs away. I want you to know if this is warded or not. Or like this area, like, I don't know, maybe she put one down near where Janna is, like to the, below the wall. Yeah. Down here somewhere.
Yeah.
So if you run out, you get seen or anything like this. So I think it's very difficult for you here to make any plays through that kind of area of the bot river. I never really run through there unless I have controls there. Yeah. It's much easier if you play through here.
Yeah, I agree. Seeing it now, I agree. Or I can maybe even like queue into the Drake pit. Like when I see that ward that bush isn't warded that we see right now, I can maybe just consider queuing into river.
Yeah, like even like this, but I just want you. So I was gonna say, just bring your Mauser. I don't know what he's doing down there, but you are like, if he ults someone, they are dead in a blink of an eye. Get that guy over where you are, man. Your bot lane is nowhere near as fed as you. All you want is Mouse to be mid.
Yeah.
That's it. Like I don't know why he's bot, so let's have a look. There is a wave mid. Oh, he's running down for Richard.
Yeah. He's chasing Richard.
And then he's blast cone over for Richard. Look at Richard. He's causing carnage. Yeah, just bring Mouse back though. I look at that and I think, what is he doing down there? Come on, up you come. Get back to your mid lane. It's like he's forgot where he belongs. Yeah. Look at him. Now he's just waddling around, and that as well. Like when he's done that, I would think their bot lane is playing pretty passive. Like look where Karma's. Even this matters. Look where the Karma's running for me.
Yeah.
She could be running like this to ward. She is running like that as if to say, I know something's up here. I can see you because I put a ward here. I put a ward right in this corner, which is what you might not see, by the way. You might see the outline when you go in there, Will. Yeah. With your sweeper, but maybe it's not like here. That's very close. Very close.
I wasn't 100% sure. I can't know if that's not word or not.
That's why I don't want you to run through here.
Yeah.
So I want you to go through mid instead.
Here, if I didn't walk bot here, I could have just like solo killed away, actually.
Yep. You would just like queue over Raptor's wall and knock her out like the shack.
Yes.
But can you see, Will, like how you've ran out there and you're absolutely right to do it because Numbnuts Richard might do the drag. But can you see in another game how it's not always 100% you can press R here? Yeah. So again, like your walls and Gromp are there, and that's what, to me anyway, or, in another game you could have done them.
Yeah. Yeah, level 9. I get another Dirk.
Yeah, that's like the kind of bonus, byproduct type thing.
Yeah.
Even if you didn't buy an item, Will, just like we looked about in the Kanavi thing, it's just about timing, right? And maximizing those timings.
Yeah.
Okay, so we do drag. Right, now, here we go, Will. This is going to be next level, okay?
Yeah.
So I look at this, and I think Richard, the boy Richard, I can't get over just some guy called Richard on Viego. Anyway, right, so Richard on Viego is not here, right? Like, he did some stuff at our Krugs and then somehow ran off. I don't even want to talk about it too much, but he's not here. If he was here, Will, you would see him. And I know you're smiling, so you're looking at chat. Yeah. So again, it might be a little bit of streamer, so maybe you have to take that into account. But still, I'm thinking about Richard and he's not here. So therefore, well, what's Richard doing? Again, it's always what is he doing here? What's he think? And then I see their mid lane and look where their play is. So what am I going to say about Richard?
Oh, that is topside.
Good. So I think, right, he's not a drag, and he was just doing my Krug, so I don't know if he did his Gromp after, or maybe he's doing his Gromp and Wolves now. He knows he can never contest me because I just press R as soon as I see him, and Richard goes boom. So he can't be here because he's not here.
Yep.
So therefore, Richard is going to be top. So after you do drag wheel, which is another 5 seconds, 10 seconds, another 10, 15 seconds there, Richard is now definitely not on bot side. That's what I think about it. And top side of the map, you've established with how you pathed early game. You don't care about it too much here. It's much more about bot lane here, right?
Yeah.
So what am I going to say now?
That I should just buy bot.
Exactly right.
Yeah.
You queue over or just run in, whatever you want to do, you just go through here and try to dive their bot lane, and that is it. And you say, Richard, you can get top crab. Richard, you can even get my walls and gromp, but your bot lane's dead and we get first tower.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that, Richard? And he's going to think, I don't like it, but there's nothing I can do anyway. Maybe he has to stand here, out of vision, and then he ease in to protect the dive, but you probably don't even care even then, Will.
No, we don't. It's true. Damn. Yeah.
I haven't actually watched this, by the way. Like, I think the last thing I watched was when you did your top camps after for Hubris, and that was it.
Yeah.
So all of this is me just like watching it and think, oh, I would do this. And again, Will, who is it based on? Who do I think about?
Oh, the jungler.
Richard.
Yeah, Richard.
I've got to add him. He's like a figure, now. He's like a myth.
I'll be looking for him.
Yeah. Yeah, I would snipe him, to be honest.
Yeah.
Sorry, Richard. Ping top lane here, yeah? Spam ping top.
Yeah.
Even if he doesn't get ganked, but...
Yeah, I should ping him. He does get ganked. look at Richard.
Look at the ult.
He's
the
just
cleanse
sending
off,
him.
Richard ults him. Richard, he's unstoppable, bro.
This is actually what happens though if you gap the junglers in this elo. They're just completely mental boom.
Absolutely. Come on, Richard, in you get. Come on. No way that's warded and he just did that.
Yes, sir.
That was really clean. Nice. I think ulting's good there as well. Will. Oh. Nice, man. Beautiful. Oh. Okay. I want you, because I don't know what you do here, Will, but my brain is quickly trying to process things, right? So all this micro, I'm going to get the town, then I look at the minimap. And I see that Rift, because this is the old map, right? So Rift Herald. So on the new one, it won't be, because that's 16 minutes. So let's try to play the new one here, Will, right? So Rift Herald is not up for 2 minutes. So there is nothing there.
Yeah.
So what would you do here? New map.
New map?
Yeah.
Take a staff.
Good is top side if it's up, right?
Yeah.
Excellent. And then while I'm running off here, because we've always talked about this, right? It's about timing. So I'm trying to look at the mini map here and think about a timing. Now, if you don't see one in terms of camps, right? Now I know you're running into Viego's top side here, which is fine. But after that, you have to think, well, once I've done that, what am I doing? So I'm trying to find a timing, right? That I'm playing for here. So for me, I would do as much of his top camp as possible, whatever is up, and then I would keep going until... So remember, this is new map, where Rift Herald isn't up until 16 minutes. I would keep going here until something is almost back up. What do you think it is?
Really?
Nothing on the map. Nothing on the map. We have talked about it a little bit, but you didn't actually need it earlier in a game, I don't think.
I know, just wait for my ultimate, but I don't know.
Good. That's it. So I would just do as much of this as I can, even that, Will.
Yeah.
Maybe not this, because, you could just it depends, right? Like, maybe on items.
It
get me?
depends how bottom plays, resets, yeah.
Exactly, yeah. Because here, Will, I'm like, well, now, ultimates probably do matter. The reason being is because everyone's got to a position now anyway, on the enemy team, where if you get caught, you will probably die.
Yeah.
But earlier in a game, when they're not that fed and they don't have, maybe like a completed item, like they've just got long swords, we don't care. Yeah. But now they probably do have at least a major item. So that's what we're going to contest with now. So in this game, I wouldn't be 100% without my ultimate winning a fight if I just ran. So let's just say you knew his bot side was up or something, and you see your bot lane running out of base, you could even consider just insta-recalling and running here, right? But again, it's like, do you win that fight? So if the answer is, oh, maybe, I don't know. I actually don't know. Maybe even it's just no. Well, therefore it is. If you can't say yes, then it's no.
Yeah.
So we do as much of this as we can, and we just listen to that.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Yeah, but you agree on ignoring Rift, right? Because I really don't like Rift unless you've actually taken everything.
I would do it here. Well, it depends. Let's see. I'll tell you like in...
Yeah.
I'm not really planning anything, you know? So all this is great. Absolutely. Your bot lane is obviously going to get ganked here, right? So Richard is clicking bot, Will. Yeah? So I think now I would do Rift. Reason being is because you're doing it again while he is running bot.
Yeah.
So yes, you could probably still do his Raptors, but it's more immediate, right? It's like the Velia thing when he ran through mid and stopped you doing drag. It's like you're doing it right now, so there's no flip or anything like that. And who cares about Raptors?
Yeah.
Like, I got Krugs and red, I got the big juicy ones. Let's now get the Rift Herald instead of Raptors. And then on top of that, you get a quicker recall. Well, maybe you're not even recall. See, this is what I mean. Like, when your ult's on a big cooldown like this, you can do Raptors. That's like the timing we're really playing for it.
Then I can greet, yeah.
Yeah, but I think I would still do Rift just because you can go blue Gromp Walls after. Like, I don't think... I would just rather get Rift Herald now in case some random stuff happens and... Yeah, like that's what I would do. But I just want you to ping Richard. Because here he comes, right? He's going to show on Gromp, watch.
Yeah,
Come on, Richard. Don't let me down.
He's there.
There he is. There he is, bro. I knew it. Richard, here he comes. Keep watching him, Will. I want to keep watching Richard.
I should watch him, yeah.
Oh, he's killing... Oh, he just got knocked back or something. Go, Richard. He's still going. Come on, Richard. He's still going, the boy.
That's me before I met you.
Just clicking to wherever a fight is. I mean, maybe he should run there, you know? Like, the game's basically over, but...
Yeah.
Please tell me you win this game, though, Will. Please.
Yeah, I win this game, but here I completely grief it. Because...
Please don't tell me you go top with Mao's no ult.
Oh, no.
No.
Oh, yeah, I do. Here, I waste, like... Yeah, I don't want to say how much the time, but...
Alright, well, I'll tell you what I would have done. After I ask you what you should do. So what should you do here? Listen to all the champs on the map, right? Because it's literally Will. So when I duoed with Wudon earlier, I was saying, Wudon, I tilt and moan because I've got to worry about 9 champs. You've got to worry about 2. Enemy top and enemy jungle. Just relax. So if I moan, I've got good reason to. So you've got to consider 9 champs here, Will. Everyone's tempo. Who needs to recall? Who's running out of base? Where's Richard? All this. So think about everyone on the map. And I would make a play after Rift Herald here, especially when... Okay, I'm gonna say Richard's bot, so I'm, doing Richard for you. But tell me what you would do here after Rift, or should do.
I think I should just reset.
Resetting is one thing, but I would consider doing something else.
I could just
consider it.
Wipe my top side, but or at least just pick up blue. I could also just skip the Raptors, like we did before.
Okay, so you could do those things, but I don't think he's ever going to invade you here, especially after he shows bot, and I don't even know if he died, because I've skipped this a lot. So no one died, yeah, he just chased. Okay, so I would do something else, Will, and it's similar to when we talked about you picking up that mid wave at level 7, I think. You know this fight here when I said you could have flashed over or killed her, and then you chased the way here and killed her, and then you ran off like this?
Yeah.
Now, I said you should have picked up mid wave. Yeah. So I want you to think that when you get this Rift Herald, Richard is bot.
Yeah.
Kate is out of base. Aatrox is top. The Mouse is full mana and stuff. And essentially here you've got 2 carries mid and Richard is going to Gromp.
Yeah.
So what do you think I'm going to say with Rift here? Maybe. I'm just saying think about it.
Yeah, you could break mid.
Break mid, right?
Yeah.
You could break mid. So here you've got to... let me put it this way. Well, if Richard died bot, I would 100... There's no wave, though. See how, I'm quickly trying to... the first thing I see is you getting Rift and just dropping it mid because I see Richard bot. But then you're... Well, Janna's in base. And someone needs to cover top. And Caitlyn's still not quite here. There's no wave here as well. You know what? Maybe I don't even get the mid tower because it's 75%.
Yeah.
But if that was gettable, because of those things, we reverse them. So there's a wave mid. Caitlyn and Janna are mid right now. They're both full HP, full mana. I saw them run out of base while I was doing Rift Herald. The Kled is top. The Malzahar is bot. It's just like a standard map, if you will, in terms of macro. Yeah. After this Rift Herald, I'm going to go mid. But then you could even argue, it keeps going, then you could even argue, well, I want to drop Rift Herald when I have my ultimate up. I can drop it in, 45 seconds, and if a fight breaks out, we hard win 100%.
Yeah.
That's probably the best argument there. So I probably wouldn't do it in this game, but again, I'm just putting that seed a thought in your head for other games. Because it ends a game, bro, so much quicker than running to an Aatrox here who doesn't mean anything. You don't get anything after killing him. Like, literally nothing. The only reason I would go there is because he's like a 0 and 10 Aatrox, and you just know his emotions. He's just going to stand there and hit the tower no matter what. It's do or die for him, right? But this guy hasn't been running it, so to speak, so I reckon he'll probably back off.
Actually,
does that all make sense? I know that's a lot, but...
no, but it makes sense. Even looking at it now, even if I do kill him, I'd rather just like get my camps. You know what I mean?
Completely agree, yeah. Yeah, you'd. I think we're here, Will. You would only do your top camps because look at your ult timer.
Yeah.
So you're going to be back on the map here. It's perfect time. 20, 25 seconds is just ideal.
Yeah.
So you would be back on the map here, and bang, as soon as you get near your Raptors, near mid lane, whatever, the middle of the map, you've got your R back up. Yeah. The only reason I would do top here, and you can tell me, is why. Top camps.
Top camps?
Oh no, it's going to sound like I'm going to sound like I'm contradicting myself here. Damn.
The only reason is if you don't have ultimate yet. If it's like 60-second cooldown, you can take your top side, greed for an item, and then just like get back.
Yeah, you've answered it right, Will. This is where I'm. My head's in my hands. I've got to try to explain this. Okay, so we talked about like how tempo's everything, yeah?
Yeah.
I look at this map, Will, and I don't see a tempo, which sounds weird. I don't see what you can play for here. There's no drag up in 30 seconds. There's no Baron up because we just did Rift Herald at 1920. Woo!
Yeah.
But even Baron you might not worry for. It's still going to be there, right? So if we go back earlier in the game, just visualize it for me at level 6, right? When you took his red buff, you queued him. TikTok queue. You took his red buff, and then we queued over, and I said you could recall and run here. You've got tempo for him here.
Yeah.
You can match him somewhere. I look at this and I think, I don't know if you're going to run at him anywhere here. Like, he could be running topside. He could be doing some weird stuff, but he's going to farm his camp spot here because he just, chased your Kled Karma bot, or Janna, sorry. So there's nothing on the map here that I think I've got to recall right now. Yes, you have your... So this is exactly the same, Will, as the situation before where I said Dragon's not there. But you've got your Wolves and Gromp up. So even though you've got your R, Will, you don't know 100% for sure if you can just run bot and press R on someone.
Yeah.
It doesn't work like that. You're right. It will work in a lot of games, but not every game. But what will work in every game is you farming your camps, and then you can run out. Even if your ult's off cooldown when you're finishing Wolves, I could have used it. But you could not have done. Maybe there isn't a kill there. So you run bot with a clear conscience. I'm not losing anything literally because there's nothing I could have been doing top in terms of golden experience. I got rid of it all. Yeah?
Yeah. Running top there is definitely not the play. Yeah. Running top is like the worst play I can make here.
Yeah, this is a Richard, Will. Aatrox was pushed up, so you sprinted at him. This is a Richard.
Actually. And now I also, like, I might potentially have showed on top, so now he can actually, like, take my camps on bot side, because he's on bot side.
That would feel very bad.
Yes, sir. And
Richard!
Yep.
Rich! Well, if Richard kills your trades...
Oh, he does.
Oh, where's he gone? Oh, Richard! Houdini! Did he flash here? He must have done.
Yeah, he did.
But then his sway's over the wall, so you have to chill.
Yeah, and then I missed my smite. I'm so mad.
What? Richard has caught you, bro. Oh my god. Oh, look at you, Will. Oh, that's the same expression I probably would have been doing if I were you.
Yeah.
Actual respect Richard so much for this. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Like, just you showing top. And also, Will, like, this is where you would be pinging. Especially, so always hit. See? Streamer. Look at this.
Yeah.
Again, it's not your fault. But look.
It's true,
you
though.
kind of look at the mini-map here, but you missed the way running off to bot.
Yep.
And you also know that, hey, I've shown top here. Richard has already shown he wants to take my Krugs earlier. The lunatic. What's stopping him from being here now? Nothing.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Feels bad, but if you ever go through your games, Will, and I'm serious, on stream, especially because you're on YouTube, bro, that's like the easiest thing ever.
Yeah.
You just have to, you know how it has the bar? You just go back. Oh, so free.
Yeah.
Whenever you see this, right, you have to think, I don't like this. So you do this. You go all the way back. Why did I put myself in that position? And why on earth are there champs here? Like, how did that really happen? How did those champions get there?
Yeah.
And you think, oh, I showed top, which is exactly what you said, right? I'm just saying, whenever you review your own games and you don't like the look of a situation, you've got to go back.
Yeah.
Because you've already input your decisions into the computer, if you will, into the League Summoner's Rift computer. And this outcome here is already determined.
Yeah.
There's nothing you can do now. It doesn't matter about micro. Your micro is perfect. You combo him. You hit him.
Yeah.
You knock out Richard almost. But none of this matters because of the decisions you made 30 seconds ago. Yeah?
Yeah.
So please, in your games, like when you review them, if you don't like the look of something, you died, you lost a fight, go back and watch it and figure out how you could have changed your input, the decisions you made, to change the outcome.
Yeah.
Okay, what do you think, mate? Are you happy with this?
I'm happy. I wonder, can you go back? I actually think I might be looking at this now, thinking about micro. I did think I can kill him there.
Sure.
So
I think you use an E on red though, so maybe you can't.
Yeah, so here if I auto E and then ultimate and then use my Q, I can actually maybe kill him.
So if you auto E now, because you just E, yeah.
Yeah, because I use my Q. So if I just like auto E, then ult, then Q, then I can get a couple more autos in. It might die actually.
Yeah, the auto E there might make a difference. But still though, Will, like, I would never say that that's
not the big mistake here for sure. It's the top play.
Yeah. That's just like a minor improvement, not a change.
Yeah,
you didn't change the input,
Yeah.
But you're right. Auto E is
like
better.
Good for thought for later fights.
For sure.